Greetings, everyone! Welcome to 10 Dead Rats. I'm glad to see you all here tonight. I hope that in the current environment that we offer you a little enjoyment, a little pleasure, a little distraction from Nurgle's curse. A few quick announcements tonight. I must recant last week's announcement of us having a live show coming up. We did really want to do it, but like everything else, it's canceled. So we will be here at our normal time for the foreseeable future, and but definitely looking for an opportunity to get together in the same physical space some point in the future when it is safe to do so. So stay tuned for that. I think that's it. That's all I have on my list. Anybody else have anything else they'd like to say to our dear audience members?
Nope.
Excellent.
Just stay cool.
Excellent.
Yeah, thanks.
I was gonna go with "We're on a mission from God," but this is good too. Yeah.
For the very confused podcast listeners, several of our members are wearing sunglasses tonight.
I have had problems with my eyes, so I'm wearing sunglasses, and my beautiful compatriots have taken to either supporting me diligently or just mercilessly ripping into me.
It's both at once, which is what makes it so good. You know, that's yeah.
I still insist that Fury wears sunglasses at night so she can. And so let's dive into our lovely session of 10 Dead Rats.
Oh, nailed it.
Yes.
When last we saw our ignoble heroes, they had decided to try and investigate the strange gentleman that they first saw when they arrived in Altdorf at the Königplatz. Indigo. Indigo, having done some early reconnoitering, led the group on a mission to their tavern, where they overheard some small bits of conversation and then tailed the men up to their room. And unfortunately, then uncovered their grisly murder in process.
Rude.
The group then retreated quickly from the room after investigating it for any clues that they could find. And I believe the only thing really that they uncovered were strange tattoos on the men's chests of a purple open hand. They then proceeded to try and get more information via their connections in town, speaking with the members of the Temple of Moor and their good friend Frank. That revealed little, ultimately. So they decided to return to the scene of the crime. And in so doing, were identified by some patrons of the tavern as people who had been seen leaving the room just before the grisly murders. Or just after the grisly murders.
About that.
When you put it like that, it sounds like a really bad idea. You know.
I thought it was a terrible idea. I enjoyed watching it immensely. And so we begin just outside the Rat and Fiddle, as our group, late at night, I believe quite late at night, has wandered back around the corner to see the entryway to the Rat and Fiddle, and an old woman amongst a group of people clustered in front of the tavern points at your group and says, "That's them over there!"
God damn it! I knew we should have killed her.
What?
Classic Bruno.
I look behind.
Where?
Like where? Oh.
So why don't I'm going to just go round. I'm going to go around the circle real quick and ask everybody, what is your immediate gut reaction to this encounter? Indigo, what's your knee-jerk reaction to? That's them over there.
Indigo probably runs
Runs, excellent.
instantly. Like he just Gets out of
Indigo
there.
turns tail and quickly makes it back the way he came. Yeffy?
Shit.
I say, oh, there's that old lady again. And I point back at her.
Excellent. Stand your ground, pointing
Yeah.
back at the old woman. Bruno?
I think I just freeze with my hands in the air.
Excellent. Treviano?
He immediately follows her finger. And is really just... I guess watches Indigo run away. Might
Excellent.
follow suit. Might not.
Okay. You see several members of the group standing around the tavern quickly march over in your direction. One of them peels off and gives chase to Indigo down the street. But
Oh yeah, I'll chase that guy.
four more approach the three of you who stand remaining there, and you notice that they all have the appearance of some kind of city official, perhaps looking similar to the road wardens who you met along the roads not too long ago. Let's see, Yeffy. One of them comes up to you. That's good. Sorry. Oh! Being overwhelmed by my own binder.
Collapses.
Apologies. So the leader of the group approaches you, Yeffy, and he says, "Oh, you there? Were you here earlier tonight?"
I have been here several times.
Yes. And were you in the room of the two gentlemen who were so recently murdered?
I chased their assailant.
You chased their assailant.
Did. This old lady got in the way.
He looks back over his shoulder at the old woman. Indigo, roll me an agility test.
Yeah, totally.
Excellent. And Yeffy, roll me a fellowship test, please. Bruno still stands there, totally frozen. How'd you do, Indigo?
10.
10. And Yeffy?
11.
11. Excellent.
It's like we should be rolling each other's rolls.
You chased him, and did you catch him?
No, he was super fast. He went back that alley over there and he disappeared. I think he was a trained assassin.
What did he look like?
He had a big bushy beard and he was balding on his head and he had a cloak and he was human because you guys all
Crossbow. He had a crossbow.
Yeah, crossbow. See, he saw him too.
Yeah.
I don't have to do this alone with this whole remembering what he looked like, even though that happened only several minutes ago.
One of the other men leans over the shoulder of the guy questioning you, and he says, "Captain, none of them have crossbows." "Yes, I can see that, you idiot." Well, what are your names? And he takes out a small scrap of paper and a bit of chalk, or charcoal rather. What are your names?
Deborah Broxson.
My name is Indigo.
Indigo. And you?
I am a nameless servant of the ocean.
What? What? Was that a name?
I serve the sea.
I don't care who you
Captain.
serve. What is your
We
name?
just call him Wavy because of the ocean thing.
Very good, Wavy. I hope you do not have any plans to leave Altdorf anytime soon.
Well,
Good. We'll be
Actually-
speaking again.
Well,
And he spins on his heel, and the group of them march back to the tavern. Indigo,
Wow.
you run through the streets for a little bit.
which Indigo?
The real Indigo.
Indigo, And after making your way several blocks away, taking a few turns, you feel like you've lost your pursuer, but none of your group has joined you in this chase. What do you do?
Oh my god. Oh, they all get arrested. Oh man, they're all gonna get killed. Where did I wind up?
Excellent. You are not certain. There seem to be residential houses around. They don't seem very wealthy. They're not quite the slums. You don't see the river anywhere nearby, nor do you see. You didn't cross any bridges, so you assume you're still on the north side of town.
Okay. Great. I am going to try to make my way back to the Königsplatz.
Okay.
Right? That's on the north side of town.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where you first entered. Okay. Roll me an intelligence test, please.
You got it. 17.
Okay.
Sorry,
you start
actually,
making
18.
your way around, and you're trying to orient yourself, and you know that, like, if you just keep going north, you're going to hit a wall, and if you just keep going south, you're going to hit the river, and so you try to look out for those kind of major landmarks, and then worm your way towards the Königsplatz, which you know is actually just on the north end of the Street of Inns, Tavern Street, as it is sometimes called. Yeffy and Bruno and Treviano, what are you three up to?
Oh man, wow, that was easier than I thought.
I don't think we're done.
Well, they didn't even, we could leave at any point. They didn't even try to.
They didn't even ask us, like, well, did you see anything suspicious?
Yeah.
Did they have stuff on them? Were you friends? Did you know them?
Well, the guard seemed pretty convinced that we were not involved as we did not carry any crossbows. That seems encouraging.
That one.
Yeah.
That's one guy.
Should we just go back to the inn? Oh.
You can see. So you guys are about 15 or 20 feet away from the entrance to the Rat and Fiddle. The men who just kind of semi-interrogated you or questioned you briefly are still standing around the front of that inn talking to various people. So there's a little bit of a crowd in front of that inn still.
Do we want to get involved in this?
Yeah, point of order. Why did we come back here in the first place? I don't remember.
This is where our stuff is, like your bird.
Oh, shh. Is it really? What did we?
What?
Where did we
What?
leave
No.
it?
Yeah, we came here and we had a drink. Sorry. We came here, we had a drink, we ate food, we were doing stuff, we were trying to figure out the guy with the itchy. We decided we were going to stay here. Might I not remember this correctly? I thought we were going to stay
just
here.
at dinner.
I thought we just had dinner. Do we leave our stuff here?
This is why we should watch our own stream.
I remember us just sitting downstairs and then going upstairs, like leaving our dinner at the table, then immediately coming back down and eating it like nothing's wrong, and then getting the hell out.
So, okay, I personally don't recall if you actually ever decided whether or not to get rooms at this tavern. Certainly, you were paid up at your previous tavern. Whether you brought all your stuff or not, I guess, is a little uncertain.
I don't think we did.
So,
I think that was our plan. That's why we were coming back. Was that our plan was we were going to stay at the Rat and Fiddle and then try to draw a lot of attention to ourselves to get attacked by the assassin.
Okay, so the good news is, according to...
Yep, there you go.
So, you haven't left any gear here. You are carrying all of your stuff on you.
Okay.
But that had been your plan. You don't actually have a room for the night anywhere, as far as you know.
Huh. Well,
That's right. We wanted to get attacked. That's right. Yes, okay. Got it. Thank you. Great point.
okay.
But I'm
Yeah,
not
great.
here.
So if we do leave, those guys aren't going to come, right? We won't know who was going to try to kill Indigo.
Yeah, I'm down for the bait. To be bait, as long as it's the real Indigo and not me. Okay, alright, let's go get a room then.
I don't know if that'll work anymore, but sure.
This murder scene. Look, we came back to the scene of the crime, probably that assassin will too. It's the basic thing to do.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're
that's what they do.
You're trying to head back into the Rat and Fiddle.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a big crowd in front of the doorway.
Oh, excuse us. Just patrons going through here. Excuse us.
The guy who questioned you earlier peers down at you and he says, "You are staying here at this tavern?"
Yes.
I see. Very good, Indigo. Very good.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, that is good.
You push your way through the crowd, and you can see that. So it's a group of road wardens and various people who had been at the tavern earlier. You recognize a servant that they're talking to, and you actually, Bruno, give me an intelligence test.
9.
Okay, so 9. Okay,
Yeah.
so you push past them, and you eventually get into the main common room, which is actually reasonably empty, and you can see the tavern keeper there and one of his staff that he's ordering around. They're trying to straighten up a bit, and they're peering at a spot in the ceiling where you can see a dark stain on the ceiling. And he looks over at you. He says, "Yes, what do you want?"
A room?
Well,
Not the one where the guys were murdered in.
well, yes, of
Preferably.
course. All right.
Although
all
for
right.
a discount.
2 silver pieces. 2 shillings, please. He holds out his hand.
Let me just check with my financier.
You know, at this point, I don't actually know who you're referring to because we all fucking pay for you.
Yeah, I'm looking like in between the two of you.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, all right. I cough up 2 silvers.
Excellent.
Probably physically.
Helmet, show these 2 to room 12. Yes, sir. And the servant comes and shows you up the stairs and down the hall and to a room that is not the room that you remember, not the room with the broken door and the odd odor emanating from it.
How close are we to that room, though?
It's not a huge tavern, so you're just a couple doors down.
Okay. Great.
It's a small
So-
room, similar to the one that you saw before. It's got two beds in it, a bureau, a window that looks out on the crummy alley.
The same alley that the assassin escaped down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think he's gonna come back?
I really kind of can't see why he would, but we already paid for the room, so.
Do you think Inigo's gonna come back?
I don't see why he would, but
You already paid for
We already
the room.
paid for the
You're right.
room.
You're
Well, we
right.
already paid for the room. So.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Honigplatz, Indigo, you've arrived at the Honigplatz. It's quite late at night. There's still some people moving about, some stragglers here and there, but it's pretty quiet. It's you can see a few lights in a few buildings here and there, but it is well past most folks' bedtime. What are you doing?
I guess I want to look down the tavern street, and I'm just gonna wait until everybody leaves the Rat and Fiddle. I guess I'm waiting until the crowd disperses.
Okay.
Or if it looks like it's dispersing or anything like that.
So Tavern Street's quite long. So you find yourself, you look down it. There are a few barflies, a few folks who are out moving from tavern to tavern. But it's definitely, the crowd is definitely thinned substantially. You start making your way down Tavern Street to get within eyeshot of the Rat and Fiddle so that you can watch to see when it's safe to approach. when a door to a nearby tavern opens up and a large man emerges, nearly stumbling into you, reeking of booze, clearly very inebriated, and he leans heavily on you. He kind of starts to trip and fall and catches himself and grabs onto your shoulder. And his bleary red face gets really right up close into yours, and he peers at you through squinted eyes, and he says, "Indigo, is that you?"
It depends. Who's asking? Sir?
It's Yosef.
Oh, Captain Quartermain or whatever.
Cortain, Yosef Quartertain. Yes,
Captain Cortain. How
Indigo.
incredibly
It's good to
excellent
see
it is
you.
to see you.
Oh, he gives you a big hug.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's so Indigo, you were always my favorite.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Oh,
That means a lot coming from you,
my friend.
Captain.
A good night. And he slaps you on the back heavily. How are you? Have you had a good night as well?
Yes. Lots of physical activity. You know, it's good to get good exercise.
You must be very thirsty. Come, let's go into this tavern over here and have a drink.
That sounds great. Which tavern is he?
He's pointing to a tavern across the street, which appears to be called the Black Cat.
Yes, let's, Captain.
Yes. All right.
Drinks on me.
Oh, excellent. You two of you stumble into this tavern, which actually looks to be nearly empty. Perhaps was about to close, but he bulls his way in and immediately demands drinks. And the tavern keeper there kind of sighs and goes back and pours a couple glasses of wine and brings them out to the two of you. Oh, excellent. Here's to your health, Indigo.
And to yours, Captain.
Excellent.
Cheers.
And he downs his whole drink.
Oh my gosh. I will sip mine reasonably.
Another.
Do you have a room somewhere, Captain?
Yes.
Oh, why aren't we drinking there then? That
Well,
seems
there's
like
no
less-
alcohol there.
Oh,
Not
well,
yet. Not yet.
exactly.
That will be
What?
very soon, my friend. You know what I mean? Yes, of course.
Yeah,
You do.
Yep,
Yes.
Yep, I sure do, Captain. So let's get a couple of bottles and head
What?
to your wherever your room is, right? I seem
Oh,
to
the
have
time-
misplaced my companions, and I'd rather not spend the night with some strangers.
All right. Is it time to go already then? Let's have one more before we leave. You,
what-
tavern keeper, bring us another round and leave the bottle. And he holds up a Carl.
Oh my!
Tavern keeper comes over very happily, pours more glasses, leaves a bottle of wine there between the two of you, takes the Carl and walks off.
Great.
Tell me, Indigo, where are you from again?
The southern edge of the empire. It's a small town. You wouldn't have heard of it.
Oh, all right. What were you doing in Marienburg?
Oh, working. I was a soldier.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
working with the Blue Banner. Maybe you've heard of them.
Banner. Yes, I once knew a soldier from the Blue Banner. His name
Was Indigo?
was Indigo.
Yeah, that's
That's right.
I know the same soldier.
Excellent. So he
Oh
has
my
you
God.
and he finish your drinks, and eventually he kind of he leans on you, and the two of you go sort of stumbling down Tavern Street. You kind of consistently. He's in the lead because apparently he knows where you're going, but he's not very good at getting there. Eventually, you walk the entire length of Tavern Street all the way down to the bridge. And when you reach the bridge, he turns to the left and starts walking along the docks.
Oh, are you staying on your boat, Captain?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
Why would I pay for a room when I
That's a-
have the bell?
That's a good question. You wouldn't mind if your old friend Indigo stays the night on the Bell, would you?
Of
Just
course
one night?
not. Of course
Oh,
not.
excellent.
I'll be pushing off so tomorrow or the next day, perhaps.
Oh.
Do you want to come?
Oh, where are you headed?
Well, we're going to the fair. The fair.
Oh, the Schaffenfest?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. We were actually headed there too.
Good.
Me and my whole retinue. Maybe you remember them. Most of them very short.
Yes. I remember them. Yes. They must all come. They must all come to the fair. We'll all go to the fair. It will be so much fun.
Yes, that sounds excellent.
Excellent.
Great.
You usher him on. You eventually, after walking a few blocks, spot the bell, and the two of you walk up the gangplank, and you kind of help him into his bunk. You can hear from the room that you stayed in last time. You hear the snores of the crew, and you realize that there really isn't a bed for you anywhere. But you could certainly make a bed out of sacking or whatnot. There's plenty of room either in the hold or on deck.
Yeah, I'm sure this isn't the first time Indigo has had to just sleep on his stuff as a bed. So
Yeah.
I'll find an out-of-the-way spot on the deck.
Excellent. And you pass the night on board the Bell, and wake up the next morning bright and early as the sun shines in on your face, and you can hear the crew bustling about, but still the deep, heavy snores of the captain from his quarters. As you wake up early the next morning, to the sound of seabirds along the river and the calls of the dock workers, you realize that there's very little chance that the captain is getting up anytime soon.
Okay.
Where are you headed from here, Indigo? Or what would you like to do this morning?
First, I wanna like talk to the crew and get a solid time on when they're planning to leave for the fest.
Oh, yes.
Like, is it today? Is it tomorrow? Is it 3 days from now?
Excellent. You talk with
Vampire Slayer?
Volmer.
No.
Volmer, who says, "Oh yes, well, the captain, I'm sure, would like to leave today, but that's not going to happen. They have to load all of that cargo. But we had better leave tomorrow first thing, or we will not make it in time for the festival.
Oh.
I mean, we might. It's maybe 6 days to get down there, and the festival is soon."
Yeah, the festival is soon. Is the river the fastest way to Bogenhofen?
Oh, you could take the road, the Bogenhofen Road. It might be faster. It depends if you have fast horse or if you're walking.
All right. We've been invited to join you on your trip, so I guess we'll be seeing you soon.
All right. Well, I think you had better be back by first light tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Good.
Great. Then I'll head back to the Tavern Street.
Excellent. You head back up Tavern Street. And it is bustling in the morning. It's still fairly early in the morning. A lot of folks moving around, getting their breakfast, headed off to work. And as you head up Tavern Street, you can see your group of friends, perhaps just getting up and breakfasting in the common room of the Rat and Fiddle. Surprisingly,
And how many beds were there in our room?
there were 2.
And 3 of us sleeping in it.
That's right.
Great. Okay. No further questions.
Excellent.
Oh, that was a great night's sleep.
Yeah, it was.
All by myself in the bed.
So comfortable, just like old times.
Yeah, just like back in my old hobbit hole. Oh.
Yeah. Feet are really warm. We should get up now.
Oh my god. Yeffy, thank you for waking me up by nudging me after getting out of your own bed.
That's what happened, I'm sure.
That was lovely.
Listen, Triviano snores, and I can't abide that.
Oh, he really does snore. Yeah, it's pretty
It's
bad.
true, but he does, as big as he does curl up in a very tiny ball. There would have been definitely room for one of you on that bed.
Unless he sleeps with a bird.
I do snore, though.
I feel like the bird is probably in the bed. You know, there's always a chance that the bird shows up in the bed. You can't risk that. Whew, anyway, I could use some breakfast after that lovely night of sleep by myself.
Triviano shoots up and just screams.
Ah!
Morning! He just gets up, walks right out. That's what he does every morning.
Oh, I always forget about that. Man, it's a surprise every time.
He's like his own rooster.
That's that.
Oh.
Alright, well, I got some shopping I gotta do real quick, and then, you should probably find Indigo, right?
Oh, that's Indigo. Right. He never showed up last night.
Yeah.
I kind of assumed he got arrested and just we'd never see him again. Oh, there he is right there.
Okay, as you head down to the common room to get your breakfast, you can see standing in the doorway is Indigo. He's kind of peering in. He's peered into each tavern as he's made his way down the street, and is actually surprised to see you in this group. Perhaps Indigo is a little trepidatious to look into this particular tavern.
Oh my god! Why are you here?
Wait, how do we know it is actually him?
Oh, because the guy who looks like him is dead.
No, great point. Sorry.
That's a good point.
How do you know it's me?
Unless there's a triplet. Man, we'd be in trouble then.
Oh my god.
That'd be ridiculous.
Well, that's a good point, though. Tell us something only Indigo would know.
Yeah.
Never get surgery from Bruno.
First of all, that's wrong. Second of all, anybody knows that.
That's true. I don't know. Captain Cortain has invited us on his boat again.
Oh, that's nice.
That
Yeah.
count?
Lovely. So we gotta leave.
Yeah, we leave tomorrow morning.
You have everything you need to be caster.
I guess. I kind of want to know who those guys were. Who we know nothing about. Those guys that I heard about in the news.
Oh, the news about the murder. Yeah.
Yeah. A horrible tragedy, that murder. Anyway,
Yeah.
breakfast?
Quick question.
Yes.
Isn't it a bit, as much as I would love a fair voyage back on the Bell, isn't it a bit risky to go with the people who know that you are Indigo?
I mean, you all know I'm Indigo.
I mean, this is an excellent salient point, however, the rest of if we are to pass you off as your true self, it's our destination at the fair.
Well, couldn't he just reveal the truth?
Oh, like, it was I, Castor Liberang, the entire time.
All
I've been undercover as a mercenary. What a great story.
That sounds great.
That's a
great
good
I
plan.
accidentally put that ghost on your ship. Yeah. It was all a clever ruse.
Yep. Perfect. Oh, this is great. That's a way better plan than I would have ever thought of.
Yeah. So,
Great thinking,
what do we
Effie.
wanna figure out? Get caught up in this murder mystery thing here?
Well, at least for another day.
Oh, here's the other thing though. You remember how you ran from the guards last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I was
definitely
there.
on the suspect list. Like, yeah.
Duh.
I just, if we're hanging around the crime scene and they think we did it.
Yeah, it sounds like coming here was a big mistake.
You know, some people might say running away was a big mistake.
I got away. They don't know me.
But now you're back, so who's really the loser?
They do know Indigo, though.
Pardon?
Anyway,
It's a good one.
I mean, we can't just go walk into the room again, right?
No, there's nothing in the room anyway.
Are there still dudes there? Do we know, when we walked out of our room to breakfast, past the room with the ripped off door, did we see anything?
No, definitely the door was still broken. You saw that. But you didn't see or any signs of any people in there.
Okay.
And there were no guards or anything out front of it?
No.
Okay.
No. You do, looking around looking around the common room now, you notice, one, it is not nearly as busy as it was last night. And two, you do notice someone sitting by themselves eating a little breakfast who looks like he might be one of the road wardens from last night.
Hmm.
Not specifically the guy who questioned you, but one of that group.
Well, we are established, accomplished stagecoach drivers ourselves,
That's true.
if we wanted to play that angle. Alternatively... Oh, sorry, Hugo.
No, go ahead.
Alternatively, we could also chase down, like, a really big crossbow dealer in the city and ask them about the tattoo.
Crossbow dealer.
I don't know, man.
I'm not sure where to start.
We also didn't manage to talk to Wolfram last night. So, we could talk to him. Maybe it's a cult.
That's
Why did we want to
true.
talk to Wolfram?
Because he would know about cults.
Oh, the tattoo. Right, yep. Yeah, all these are good ideas.
Okay, maybe we don't hang around here because one of the guys from last night is sitting right there, and again, we are suspects, and Indigo is on the run.
Yeah.
Maybe we just scooch on out of here real quick.
Let us scooch. Never
Okay,
say
we
that
quietly leave.
Okay, so
Very
you
normal.
finish off your
we normally-
breakfast and make your way out of the tavern. And where are you headed? You're on Tavern Street. You can
The
see the wide
priest-
road, many taverns.
I'm sick of all these taverns.
I think the priests of Moor said that Wolfram might be back in the morning. So, go back there.
You're right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you head across town. You cross the bridge and head down towards the south past the very large temple to Sigmar, and towards the graveyard, and you see the small temple of Moor. And as you approach it, one of the priests actually is leaving the temple. Coming out. He sort of sees your group and nods and makes his way over towards you. So in fact, you intercept each other a good 10 feet or so from the entrance to the temple. And he recognizes you clearly, and he says, "Oh, my children, you've come again.
Yes.
How can I help you today?"
We're looking for Wolfram. I believe he said he would be here.
He has not yet arrived. He's probably still at the Temple of Sigmar.
Oh,
I'm going there myself right now. Would you like to come with me?
I don't know about this guy's energy.
sure.
Let's go.
Alright.
He starts walking back towards the very large temple of Sigmar. You can see it's very easy to spot from pretty much anywhere. It's sort of up on a where the land naturally rises up a little bit, and it's got a huge dome on top. And there's a fairly large courtyard in front of it, a big open space. He leads you across there, and you can see there's it's getting now later in the morning, and the town is starting to bustle. But he leads you across towards the Temple of Sigmar, and across the big courtyard and into the temple itself. And here, inside the interior of the temple, first of all, it's massive, huge raised ceiling, vaulted ceiling with ornate paintings and statuary, many symbols of Sigmar. In the center, of the temple itself is a huge statue of Sigmar standing there, looking very impressive, facing out across the pews. In a back pew, you can see just sitting there, slightly curled up in prayer, kind of hunched over a little bit. You can see the figure of Wolfram. And the priest walks up to him and lays his hand on Wolfram's shoulder. Wolfram doesn't even react immediately. He sits there for another 10 or 15 seconds before finally looking up and and he notices your group. He gets up. The priest says, "I must speak with the the priests of Sigmar. I leave you to your business." And he walks off. Wolfram looks at you. Well, it's my fellow vampire hunters. How you doing?
It's a little ostentatious in here, right?
Well, Sigma. I mean,
Well,
hey,
much.
what do you want, Sigma? You guys
Uh,
don't worship Sigma?
Of course.
I mean, little much, is he not?
I mean, patron
Yeah.
god of the empire. What more could you want? You know, he kills,
Lots of things.
beats chaos, defeated the Greenskins. I mean, Sigmar's a pretty awesome guy.
Yeah, he's not bad. I mean, he's no halfling pie god, but he's okay.
I mean, I guess not. No, he didn't eat pies. He cut orc chieftains in half.
Yeah, but, you know,
Sheesh.
not a comforting thing. You know, nobody wants to see an orc cut in half. Everybody wants a nice pie.
I kind of want to see an orc get cut in half.
You humans and your violence, you know. This is why I choose a route of peace and healing.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you know about tattoos?
What? Tattoos? Like a Sigmar? He pulls his shirt down. He's got the twin-tailed comets tattooed across his shoulder. Like one of these? You want
Sick.
one of these?
Yeah.
I can hook you up. I know a guy.
Yeah, does that guy do all the tattoos for all the religious factions in the city?
I mean, no.
He-
There's a lot of tattooists out there. But he does good ones. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look,
that
when
nice
I
line
go like this, it looks like it's flying.
That's
I really like
Great.
this because we clearly would have been able to see that with his dress from earlier.
And that's only going to improve with age.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Can someone ask him? I
So-
fucking can't.
I mean, I'd show you the really good one, but we're in the house of Sigmar here.
That's okay.
I gotta keep my pants
Well,
on.
that's all right.
Bye for the best.
Maybe later. We were wondering if you knew anything. You seem to know a little bit about, the going-ons in Altdorf. We're looking for a group that has a tattoo of a purple hand on their chest, like a palm up, purple hand. Does that ring any bells for you?
No, can't say that it does. Purple hands. Maybe it's the purple hands. Maybe
Yep.
I would call my gang if I had a tattoo that had hands that were purple.
We don't
is
think
it-
they're a
is it-
gang.
Is it? Well, wait. Sorry. Is it a gang or a cult?
I'm not sure.
You're not
Trying
sure.
to
More culty.
They have other hand signals. They wiggle their ear or itch it.
It did one of these.
They also
No
did a murder.
Also, they possibly killed 2 people.
Yeah.
No, that was pretty definitive, was it not?
Still could be a gang or a cult. Sounds like you got a secret sign, you got tattoos, and you got murders. Yeah, it could be either or. Hard
That's
to
a
say.
good point. Yeah.
We already checked the gang angle.
Oh, that's right. We did that.
Did that.
Wow.
I know.
Pretty good at this sometimes.
Sometimes. So, how would you go about figuring out the cult business? The cult's always religious in nature.
I mean, that's what makes it a cult, right? You follow a god or a holy person of some kind. I mean, what I would do if I was you is I would get one of these guys and say, "Hey, Why you got that hand tattooed to you?
Yeah, we could just find
Wow.
one of them.
Yeah, we tried that, and then the two guys got murdered in front of us. So
Yeah.
They're dead now.
Sort of 0 for 2 on that. Well, this was fruitful.
yeah. Do you know who would you? Well, when you're hunting something in Altdorf, Wolfram, and you need to know who's your go-to person in the city, the person who knows everybody and everything going on in Altdorf.
God, if it's Carl, I'm gonna kill something.
The person who knows everybody and everything, huh?
Yeah. Not literally.
I don't
but
know that there's
you know.
one guy. Like if I wanted to know, if I just wanted like the scuttlebutt of what's going on in the Empire, I would probably go up the Tavern Street. I know this guy, Nuno, who's guy who works at a tavern up there. He knows a lot of folks, a lot of the business stuff. But but you're talking about like religious goings-ons or whatnot. I'd probably talk to the priests here at the Temple of Sigmar. They're pretty good.
Yeah. Can you get us in
Priests
touch
of
with one
Moor,
of
they're
them?
gonna know about any debts. People who died recently. You want to talk to them?
Well, you could try talking to a Sigmarite. They are all around us right
I
now.
gotta admit, I come to Altdorf a lot, but I don't often stay very long. I travel around a lot.
You seem like more of an outdoorsy type.
I go where the work takes me.
Yeah.
Do people pay you
Okay.
for your work, by the way?
Well, the the Sigmarites would look after me.
So no. Okay, thank you.
I mean, it's not like a direct fee kind of thing, But if I need food or I need equipment or whatnot, I talk to the Sigmarites and they take care of me.
He does it for the love of the game.
No, I understand. Okay.
I do
thank
it
you.
for Sigmar.
Oh, right, Sigmar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halfling
Of course.
Pie God doesn't need any witch hunters.
Yeah, but I bet you gotta make a lot of pies.
Gotta have a lot
Well,
of
that
butter.
is true. Yeah. It's a
See?
lot of it's
All
it's really
these
the
guys, they all
flour
want
that
something.
winds- yeah, that's true. That's true. Boy, that really makes you think.
See, Sigmar and the Halfling Pie God, they're not so different.
They're pretty different. But anyway,
One hates chaos, the other loves blueberries. I mean,
those are real. I didn't even say they're opposites because they're so. It's like different ball games sort of situation here. Anyway, I gotta go eat a pie. So
all right.
wash this
Yeah.
death off my tongue.
All right. I guess I can't think of anything else to ask. They feel like we're getting nowhere fast.
So
Talk to those death priests, and they might know who those guys were that died, because they just died.
That's a good point.
I bet they might let us see the bodies. Man, it's so much easier to see without these sunglasses on. On this course here.
Well, we've seen the bodies. What else do we need to see about the bodies? They got tattoos.
Well, they might have noticed stuff that we didn't know because we were in a rush
like birthmarks.
or something.
If they've seen other corpses like them, maybe they know where they came from.
Yeah, okay.
That's good. Let's do that. Back to the Temple of Moor.
Okay, you head back to the Temple of Moor.
Should we have just waited for that priest more?
Maybe we could have just waited for that one guy.
You wait around for
priest?
the priest of Moor to reappear.
Are there any robes that are not occupied at the temple that might be dwarf sized?
Roll me an int test, please.
I have rolled a 1, which makes it 0.
you spot one that you think is maybe
bet.
hanging on a hook there on the wall, and you think, oh, that's a nice one, and you head over there to feel the fabric, and you grab it, and you realize it is occupied. And this dwarf turns around and gives you a stink eye. Hey, what do you want?
Oh, hey! Oh, that's totally the wrong size. Didn't know you were here. We have questions. Also, it's a lovely dress.
Listen, you. Don't be causing trouble in the Church of Sigmar. I got business. He stomps off.
Smooth.
Pants.
That was good. I was really watching a professional at work there.
At this point, you see the priest of Moor approach you. He says to you, "Oh, take no heed of Father Grilmir. He has not had a good morning."
Oh, this explains
me
so
neither,
much.
but yeah.
Yeah.
A cat threw up in his shoe.
That's pretty bad.
So much for Sigmar, right? You know?
Have you concluded your business with Wolfram?
Yes.
Good.
We were hoping maybe you could help us out where he couldn't.
Perhaps.
You've heard of the deaths, I assume, at the Rat and Fiddle just the other night. I assume.
I have.
Has your temple been involved with those bodies yet?
We sent some acolytes to collect the bodies to bring them into preparation for burial.
Oh, and did they return?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to them this morning. We could return to the Temple of Moor and find out.
Oh, that would be great.
Back and
Yes,
forth.
I think I need to leave now.
Flounces horrible dwarf hair.
It's like wonderful Karen here. Oh, I gotta go and change.
It looks great.
I'm gonna get a good hat.
He leads your group back to the Temple of Moor, and it is now late morning. Bruno, you're feeling like you could use some 11sies.
Oh man, nice pie. It's breakfast pie. Blueberries.
You return to the temple, and the priest leads you into the temple. Again, it's a very small temple. He looks about and he calls out for Nortrand Kleber. Are you here? Are you in? And these two younger-looking priests or acolytes in similar dark robes come shuffling into the room. Did you retrieve the bodies from the Rat and Fiddle as you were instructed? No, I'm sorry, Master. We were unable to. What do you mean you were unable to? They weren't there.
God
What do you
damn
mean
it.
they weren't there? Someone must have taken them. Their bodies were gone when we arrived this morning. Curious. I will have to go to the Rat and Fiddle myself and find out what has happened.
Man, we can't win.
Oh.
So, yeah, you go. Do take it Indigo. You're good at this.
I just, I don't know if we asked these guys. I'm going to ask them, does a tattoo of a purple hand mean anything to you?
No.
I assumed. All right, well, you're going to say something, Effie?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I might just get one out of spite.
Yeah, right at this point. It's our game.
Should we follow this guy back to the Rat and Fiddle? Are we gonna?
Yes.
I feel like this is a run around here.
Refuse a priest of Moor from restoring his duties.
Yeah, I guess maybe something will happen, and if not, like, I don't know, maybe, like, he'll find something, or we'll see something. We could probably get into the room where we would look very suspicious just walking into the room.
That's something. Yeah.
Okay, so you joined the priest, who at this point deserves a name. Father.
I'm gonna run to the
Astolfo.
bathroom. I'll be right back.
Have fun.
Father Astolfo, you walk with him all the way back across to the north end of town. It's a good long walk, so it's about lunchtime by the time you finally arrive back at the Rat and
I'm
Fiddle.
gonna go get us some sausages. I'll meet you there.
Sounds good. Thank you, Effie.
You're welcome. I worked so hard.
You're the glue that holds this group together.
Father Astolfo speaks with the tavern keeper there, and the group of you perhaps stick around and have some lunch and overhear some of their conversation. And it sounds like everyone is very confused about where the bodies went. He assumed that the acolytes had come and taken them this morning. There's some confusion there where he calls on some of his one of his serving people, who says, "Oh no, the acolytes of Moor definitely came and took them away." And he says, "What do you mean? Here's this priest of Moor." And there's a lot of talking back and forth and not getting very much of anywhere.
Great. It's just like us.
Yep.
Relatable.
Yep.
It sounds like this is a cult that is either so powerful they've kept themselves hidden from everybody in the city, or is so tiny to be of no consequence.
If there are no guards there, can we at least go up and look at the crime scene to see if any clues of the people who did come and take the bodies away? With the accompaniment of the Moor priest, of course.
Sure. You want to go up and look at the... Yeah, it comes up pretty naturally as they're talking about where are the bodies and et cetera, et cetera. Sure. Father Astolfo heads up to the room. You go and look and peer into the room. You can definitely see this. The room looks pretty similar to the last time the group of you saw it. There is a smear of blood on the ground where it looks like possibly a body was dragged briefly.
Huh.
Other than that, it looks much the same. Do you want to get in there and search around, or do you just want to take a look?
Yes. I'll get in there.
Okay, give me an intelligence roll as you search the room.
5.
You find nothing of any consequence beyond what you've already discovered in here.
Great.
Can I get in there and take a look?
Sure. I'll take an intelligence roll.
Natural 1.
Nothing. At first, you think for a moment you found a bloody handprint. Surely this is it, and then you realize it's your own. That you've leaned your hand into some congealing blood, into a little puddle there.
I did do it.
Then you wipe your hand off on the covers of the bed.
Does the priest do any? What does the priest do?
He's about ready to walk back to the temple.
Oh God!
He doesn't know what else to do about it.
Same.
Well, it's a problem for the road wardens, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will. He does say, "I will." He says to the tavern keeper, "Of course, I will send word if any surviving family members show up asking." The tavern keeper says, "Well, I don't know why. I got nothing."
That seems unlikely.
So, do we
And
just
everybody seems to be ready to just walk away.
Yeah. Do we just want to go to the fest?
I feel like the trail's gone cold on this.
Yeah.
We still didn't go to any tattooists, but I don't really know why we pursued these fellas in the first place. Was it just because they made weird faces at Indigo and presumably Castor?
Yeah, my thought was that they recognized Castor and that was going to cause trouble if they followed us. But it doesn't look like they're interested in us at all. So...
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah, like
possible.
they could have killed us when we stayed here. I guess you weren't with us.
Yeah, but
No
I
one's
mean...
made any attempts on your life, though.
No.
It seems like the best way to find them again is to go to Bogenhaven. That's where they expect Castor to show up, presumably.
Okay.
Yes. I think
Well, we
maybe...
have a ride.
Maybe Castor was part of this group?
No, he wasn't. Because Yeffy ripped his doublet open and did not see a purple hand on him.
Wow, really?
I feel like we would have remembered that.
Well, I mean, I did go through all this stuff. His dead body.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how much undressing I did, but it is Jeffy.
I remember
so.
specifically that you opened the doublet to try to look for jewels.
Huh.
She's an interesting lady.
I feel like if we want to just wait till the morning and go with Cortain to Schottenfest, that is fine.
Yeah, if we're too dumb to solve it here, we can just fight our way out of it later.
Yeah.
Our party is not smart. The smartest one is Bruno. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else we want to do in Altdorf?
I want to buy a bird cage, but that's it.
I'm gonna
I
get
just
some
assume that
sausages. I'm gonna get some sausages for everybody. And Yeffy goes and gets a fancy hat and some fancy clothes.
That's nice.
All you just tell me how much that costs, and I am dressing up, putting my Bob of Karen haircut underneath it, and looking like a new woman.
Forgot you had the Karen.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. I'm
you
gonna say
shave?
like a nice, like looks presentable dress and hat and whatnot. Nice clothes.
Yeah,
will
respectable
cost
is
you
what I'm going for.
a Carl. You could spend a Carl on that. You could spend more if you want it to be really like nice, like expensive looking.
I want to look like one of Castor's attendants. So yes, I want to look nice.
Okay.
So I'll spend 2 Carls.
Okay. Sure.
I'm gonna buy a new set of clothes too.
Okay.
Maybe I come back. Maybe Yef comes back and she's looking good, and you're like, "Wow, you can't look better than me."
I gotta do that too.
Okay. So the two of you head out, do some
Vanity.
shopping, buy some nice clothes.
Do we all try to look nice?
It's up to you. This is
I
my
mean-
gig.
Trebbiano's pretty spendthrifty. Could probably just wear this dress. He already has nice clothes.
Yeah, I don't have any money. And I already got my doctor's smock. That's pretty presentable.
Maybe we can buy you nice-looking doctor clothes to be a personal physician.
Yeah, this is what a personal physician looks like. I got my bloody smock covered in the successes of my previous surgeries.
I don't know how to tell you this, but you know every other surgeon we've met on this journey and how none of them look like you?
Yeah, because they're all quacks. They don't know how to get their hands dirty. Get in there into the brain matter, shift stuff around.
Herr Lieberang, what do you think?
Luberang is getting something to drink.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. Oh, he's back. Okay, great.
Sorry, did you need me? I was trying on a doublet.
I asked how you think Bruno should present himself if we're all, like, posing as your posse.
Oh, I've given up a long time ago on trying to make Bruno be presentable.
It's how a surgeon dresses.
Yeah, he's...
Maybe a shitty one.
He thinks the blood adds, like, clout or something.
It does. I don't think. I know.
All it really does is add clots.
That's really good. You're a jokey.
All right. So, you do your shopping. Feel free to buy whatever equipment you want. You head over to the Bell in the evening, or do you wait till the next morning?
Let's go in the evening in case
Yeah.
I
Leave
Yeah.
early.
don't want to miss it. Yeah.
Okay. You head over to the Bell in the evening, and you can see now, Indigo, you can see that the Bell looks radically different. It is definitely loaded down with lots of cargo.
Oh.
Where yesterday, when you were here, it was not. Captain Yosef comes out onto deck when he sees you approaching, and he greets you warmly. Oh, welcome, my friends! It is so good to sail with you again. Come aboard! Come aboard!
Thank you, Captain. Looking
Right.
forward to it.
Oh, I could
West
always
Coast this
use
time.
a little extra help when we arrive in Bogenhofen unloading the cargo.
Of course.
Right?
Good.
We will do that.
Excellent. Well,
Is now not a good time to mention who you are?
Not now.
Save it. Yeah.
are
Okay.
you dressed all nice and fancy?
I think I'm wearing my normal clothes, and I have my fancy clothes and shoes stowed in my bag.
Your normal clothes being like heavy armor, not heavy armor.
Being like
Chain armor,
chainmail and
Yeah. Okay. Great.
yeah.
Great. Excellent. Well, we'll push off at first light and head over to the locks and make our way to Weisbruck.
Well, I thought we were going to Bogenhofen.
Oh yes, yes, of course. As you can see from this
Oh.
map here,
Ah.
as we leave Altdorf, we shall take the Weisbruck Canal down to Weisbruck,
Ah.
and from there continue along the river Bogen down to Bogenhofen.
Excellent. Wow, a canal.
Yes.
Fancy.
Oh yes, it has made travel to Bogenhofen so much easier.
Otherwise, you might have had to go a couple of miles out of your way here.
Well, then you must go. Yes, you must go up the Reich, or rather down the Reich, I should say. You must go down the Reich, and it's a long journey. It's much easier to get cut across
Wow.
the Weisbruck Canal.
Exciting.
Yes. Okay. So, you pass the night quietly. No problems there. You stay aboard the Bell. The weather is decent, which helps because again, there's no room. The crew have taken back over their quarters, and you don't seem to be offered their quarters this time. The captain says, "Oh, you'll just have to make room wherever you can. Sorry, friends."
That's fine. I'm used to it.
Problem. I pour some wine from my wineskin out onto the deck of the boat.
Yeah, when the weather is nice, the deck is perhaps the better spot for you. But you do know you can go and hide yourselves in the hold if need be, if the weather is crummy.
Yeah, just don't lay in this spot. I poured wine there.
Okay.
What? Oh. Well, at least it isn't urine.
Bruno immediately lays down.
I'm beat. Ugh. Ooh. Oh, moist here.
The next morning, bright and early, the Captain Yosef comes out and he starts yelling commands at his crew. He seems fairly clear-eyed this morning, which seems all for the good. It doesn't take very long for you to reach the locks, where briefly the boat, his barge stops, and he disembarks very quickly to speak with an official. You see a little bit of coin change hands, and the lock is open, and the barge progresses through onto the canal. It takes about 3 days for you to travel down the canal. Over the course of which it's a rather pleasant journey.
Nice.
This has been a rather pleasant journey.
Yeah, I was just
I think
thinking
it's
the same
the-
thing.
The lack of ghosts.
Yeah, the lag of ghosts is very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
At this point, I'm going to say that everyone receives some natural healing again.
Oh. Oh, I've never
So-
taken damage this game, so I'm fine.
Okay. So that would be your level plus your toughness modifier in healing. A minimum of 1 for those of you with penalties. It's a fairly easy ride. In the evenings along the canal, there always seem to be a stop at a small village or a tavern built right along the canal. They seem to be intentionally placed about a day's journey down the canal, and it's all very pleasant.
Wow, this has been great. I almost
Yeah.
forget about all the murder and mayhem.
Yep, almost.
Let's
to
make
see
the
what
guy
was at.
wish for a quieter life, you know?
There,
One where one of his best friends is super wealthy.
there are
Everybody
no
just
further
gets to hang.
tolls. You do, and your beds are paid for, but you do have to pay for your dinners as you travel along the taverns. So each night, each of you is charged a shilling for dinner at the tavern. So you spend about 3 shillings each along your way down to have some nice food.
So, you know, not to be a constant burden or anything, but my surgery business back in Altdorf wasn't really booming at the time, and so I still have a total of, check my pouch here, 0 shillings.
I'll pay for Bruno's food.
Oh, that's so nice. I'll pay you back next time, you know, as soon as I get my hands on some money. Really, it's those horrible children's fault.
Yeah. You just wait till you have to pay me back, Bruno.
For what?
When I have to give you money for your stuff. It'll come. Don't worry. It'll happen.
Ow. Ooh.
He's real scary sometimes.
No, that's just her normal. No, I'm not worried about that. That didn't seem foreboding.
Hey, we're friends, we're buddies, let's do this all together, it's fun.
I'm just leaving a different part of the boat than happened tonight. It's no big deal. I just need some space to really stretch out, you know. Stretch my limbs out, you know, really roll
Don't worry,
around.
I'm flexible.
This is the worst part of the game. Oh,
All right.
no.
You arrive eventually in Weisbrook. It appears to be a fairly bustling little town. You arrive in the evening of the third day of travel, early evening. There's quite a group of barges and small craft that line up to get through the lock and toll house here. It takes a little while, but you manage to eventually get through, and the light is just starting to wane as finally the barge pulls up into its spot along the wharf. You can see a lot of shipping here, a lot of different sized craft, many of which are being affixed to the wharf, and you can see there's a whole several taverns here along the street that look out on the wharf, conveniently placed to those merchants such as Captain Cortain who make a stop here at Weisbrook. Christian, please roll me an intelligence test.
Sure. 9.
9. Excellent.
Not acing these intelligence tests tonight.
Excellent. So the 4 of you are sort of roped into helping out in tying up the barge and getting everything secured, although most of the crew are eager to get off the boat and go and spend the night at one of the taverns, which look much nicer than the other taverns that you've passed along the way. It's definitely a slightly larger town here, a little more populous. Looks like a little more fun for the crew. Just as you're finishing tying up Indigo, you look over and you see you're looking at the various inns and you're looking at their signs to try and choose from their emblems which one might be the most pleasant to stay at. And the one that you are looking at right now appears to be just painted with stripes, with like black and gold stripes, and so you're not sure what to make of that. You're not sure what you would call that tavern.
The stripe
And
sign.
as your eye drifts downward, you briefly see a man standing in the doorway. He looks a little short, a little broad-shouldered, travel-worn, clearly wearing a heavy cloak. But as he turns, you notice on his back is strung a large crossbow. And he walks into the tavern.
We know those.
It's not totally uncommon for just a person to have a crossbow.
Nope.
Was he balding?
Yeah.
Only Indigo has noticed him, and only briefly.
What about that place, friends? For the night.
Ugly one?
The one with the stripes on the sign.
The stripy sign.
If that's what it's called, yeah.
What is it?
It's a tavern.
It is.
So we can go and ask. It's intriguing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, ooh,
Ugly
this-
tavern. Let's do it.
Okay.
Hey, Indigo, this is your time to shine. So, you want to stay at the ugly place? We can stay at the ugly place. That's fine.
Well, they all look the same, and they all look plenty nice. Okay? What? Whatever.
All right, let's go in.
Yeah.
Okay, you head to that tavern. Your group after it is now getting late into the evening. You're all a little tired from having helped with the boat. You head into the tavern, and you can see it's fairly bustling. There's clearly a good amount of folks who are moving up and down the river who've stopped here, but most of the clientele definitely have the look of boatmen about them. As you enter, you are greeted by a young man. He says, greetings, my friends. I am Vigbert. How can I help you? Welcome to the Black and Gold.
The black
you
and gold. See, that's
do you-
what you call it.
Do you seek rooms for the night, or just food and libations?
All of the above.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Come in. Have a seat. Here is a table that is clearing now. You can sit right here, and I shall inform the cook that you wish dinners, and I'll have a room made up for you. A private
Perfect.
room. A private room for the four of you, perhaps.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
With 4 beds. Even better.
With
Or early
4
3.
beds.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not necessary.
You only have 3. That's
Normal
okay.
amount of beds is fine.
Well, we don't have our room with 4 beds. I could get you 2 rooms.
I don't think that just one room is fine.
All right. Tell me if there's anything else that we can do for you here. Please enjoy yourselves.
Yes. Yeah.
Get my snuggling arms ready.
Do I see the guy with the crossbow?
Roll me an intelligence test, please.
Come on.
I'm so sorry.
16.
Okay. You scanning around the room, you don't see him, but you're pretty sure he's like noticeably missing because you're like, well, at least there should be a guy with like a dusty cloak. You don't see any crossbows. You don't see anybody that looks even remotely like the guy you saw standing in the doorway just moments ago.
God damn, we should have just tackled him and ripped his doublet open. Rookie mistake.
Yeah.
So-
Indigo, what are you looking for?
I saw a guy walk in here with a crossbow. And I know it's probably nothing, but I don't know. I just have to know, you know?
That's right, the one guy was killed with a crossbow. That wasn't totally, yeah. All right. Take
So
back
where-
my sarcasm.
So where is he?
He's
Yeah.
not
See him?
here. He's gone.
Oh, do you think we're dealing with another ghost?
I don't think so. Not
I thought
another
this was a vampire in the first place. Why?
Yeah,
Well, maybe
this could
he
be
went
our
up
first
to a room.
ghost.
This could be our first ghost.
Maybe Harry went up to a room, or maybe there's maybe he's in the kitchen, or maybe there's some kind of other private room in the dining area.
I'll ask Big Bert when he
See-
gets here.
If
I
it
asked
is,
for a private dining experience. We need to have a secret meeting.
Oh, and give him one of these?
No,
I don't think
do
Big
that.
Bird
Fuck
is
that.
a
You're gonna die if
prostitute.
you do that.
I probably won't die.
I probably won't die.
Probably fine.
there's a very slim chance that if that guy's the guy who murdered our other 2 quarries, that he might have seen me back there when I was spying on him in Altdorf. So just something to keep in mind. You know, probably not.
You should get some new clothes.
Yeah.
Then people will never know I'm an experienced surgeon.
I guess you should
And-
wear my hat.
Barber. Oh, I guess I can wear the hat. Alright, yeah, alright, here we go.
It's nice and floofy. Definitely a lazy hat.
Just comes down to like here.
As you're putting on the hat, a servant comes by bringing 4 large steaming trays of food, places them down in front of you. Mugs of ale are placed in front of you. And at this point, you recognize Vigbert comes up and he says, the food has arrived. Excellent, my friends. He hands Indigo, he hands you a key. He says, here is a key for your room for tonight. How long will you be staying with us? Is it just the night and move on, or will you be here for an extended stay?
Just the night.
Oh, very good.
Our ship leaves in the morning.
Excellent, excellent.
I was wondering, Vigbert, while you're here, I thought I saw a friend of mine walk in. He's kind of a noticeable fellow, kind of tall. He carries a crossbow on his back. Did you see him? Or am I imagining things?
It's a bounty hunter. Yeah, I saw him.
Oh yeah, did you see where he went off to? I was just wanted to say hi.
I think he left. He talked very quickly to me and the cook, and then I think he went back to his rooms at the Trumpet.
Oh.
The trumpet.
Oh. Huh. Did he tell you which room, or?
Well, no. I've seen him there. He came in yesterday, and he's come by a couple of times to talk. And
what does he ask you about?
He's always looking for some people. A halfling and a dwarf and 2 men. Huh.
I'm not a dwarf.
Yeah, we're actually both. We're children. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 12.
Yeah. 6.
Huh.
Yeah. Happens a lot though. Just human kids. These are our 2 dads.
Good. If you need anything else, please come. You just give a call. He kind of turns.
Another L.
Walks.
Oh,
Walks
that's not
off.
good.
Yeah. Anyway, daddies, I'm pretty tired, so
We should not stay here.
this is really bad. Yeah.
We should
Because that
go
just
back
described us perfect.
to the boat. Yes, and there aren't many groups of 2 humans, a dwarf and a halfling, wandering around these parts.
And now that I think about it, there's probably not too many groups of 2 dads, a bearded 12-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Hey,
the beard
really?
kind of throws it off.
She
Yeah.
can shave.
That's
We have a barber.
Okay, but he missed us. We kind of got the upper hand here.
Bigfoot's gonna tell him.
The next time he comes around, if we go to the trumpet right now and get him,
Why would we get him? He obviously works for the road wardens, and they're hunting us.
no, he doesn't work for the road wardens. He's the one who killed the 2 purple hands.
This is why we need a secret room. Before that, I was just a ploy to figure out if they had a secret room, but now I think we need a secret
No,
room.
we actually.
Okay, well, maybe we just go to our rooms and we keep watch, and then we know he's coming for us now, and then we get him. And then if he happens to be working for the road wardens, we all get arrested tomorrow. But if he's an assassin, then
Wow, boy. If an assassin, then it's kind of 50-50. He kills us, we kill him. So
yeah.
If we keep
sort of
on.
taking a 33% chance of success here.
We have survived so many types of supernatural creatures. Certainly we can kill just a silly man with a crossbow.
Yeah, that's kind
We
of
could stuff our beds like there's children sleeping in them. And then
I like this plan.
outside the window to our bedroom.
So
he
we-
comes to murder us. And then
So we
Right.
hang out the window.
Day or night?
First, we're gonna have to find some children to stuff up.
What? No, like, it looks like children are sleeping in the beds because we're
We find-
small.
Oh,
Find some extra pillows or some sheets. Bruno, what the fuck?
it would be more accurate with real children. That's all.
Listen, I know that you are urged back there in Altdorf when those children stole your bags, but you cannot just have a bias against all children the rest of your life because you were wronged because you are stupid.
I can have a bias against whoever I feel. You know, that's
Yeah,
my
it will
choice.
just affect the group negatively. Yippie's plan is great, we should do that.
Oh,
Well, let's
thanks!
that whole everybody hang out the window bit.
Yeah, actually,
Why not?
What if we hide under the bed?
we could hide, like, in the like, you know how windows are in a room?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, you know how they'd have to come in through the window this way in order to get to, like, we could just hide where there's no window, so that when he comes in...
But they can see us when he looks through the window.
Well, he's probably
No, like,
yeah.
if I didn't... Okay, I promise this makes sense. This is a room. We're gonna look top down.
Uh-huh.
My thumbs are the door, which is locked. My fingers are a window, and these hands are a wall to other rooms. So, if these are where the windows are,
Uh-huh.
like there's a window, presumably it's not the... Okay, Christian, I know this is stupid. Presumably it's not the entire wall like a panorama Malibu window. So there's a little opening, but in the corner we can hide ourselves such that he enters through the window, looking in, seeing the bumps in the beds. We
What
don't
if he
have to
enters
hang
through
out.
the door?
Huh?
What if he goes through the door
And we're fucked. I don't know what
and
to
he sees
do.
us? I like
Why
that
would he
hiding
enter
it.
through the door?
don't know.
What respectable assassin would enter through a door when there's a perfectly good window to climb through?
I've
Yeah.
killed a
Did
lot of
enter
people.
the window the
walking
last
through
time.
this. That's a good
You did go
point.
through the window the last time.
All right, I'll go with this crazy window plan.
I've killed plenty of
Okay, we have a plan. Now let's eat and drink some more, because this 12-year-old is starving.
Yes.
Okay, somebody tell me exactly what the plan is.
I think Fury's hand
You didn't get
gesture
that?
was pretty accurate.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
see-
no further explanation.
yeah, yeah,
We do that.
So you eat your dinner, you have your
Yeah.
drinks,
yeah.
you retire
In that
to the
order.
room.
Yeah. So so the room's got 2 beds.
Yep.
So we take pillows and blankets and stuff, and we shove them under the main blanket on the bed. So it looks like, say, like a hobbit and a dwarf are spooning in one bed,
Uh-huh.
and 2 humans are sleeping an appropriate distance apart in the other bed.
Okay, very good.
We lock the door.
Yep.
So the window's like here. My fist will be the
Yep.
window. I'm changing.
I
So
understand. You don't need to go through the whole mechanics. You guys hide in the corners. I got that, right?
Yes.
So you hide in
We
the
hide in the
corners to
corners.
try and be out of view.
yes,
Okay, very good. Okay.
And we make fake bodies like children do when they're 12
Yeah.
yeah.
Excellent.
in the
Excellent.
beds.
Okay. And then you wait.
Yeah. I guess we sleep in shifts.
Sure.
We should sleep in shifts. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take first shift. I
But
mean, not
in the
for
court.
sleeping.
Is it 4 individual shifts or 2 and 2?
Should probably be 2 and 2.
Great. Who's first shift?
We should probably have 1 human per shift for size.
Okay, Indigo and I will take the first shift.
Great.
Okay. Okay.
We sleep at your feet.
Oh.
Okay, so Treviano and Yeffy are fast asleep. Bruno and Indigo staying up.
Man, they really snore a lot.
Eagerly waiting. A couple hours go by. Nothing happens. It's dark. It's quiet. Except for the snores. And then suddenly there's a loud banging at the door. Wham, wham, wham! And you hear outside, "Wake up! Hurry up! Get up! Get up!"
Oh. Is it?
What?
It sounds like the captain.
And you hear again on the door. Bang, 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 bang,
I run
bang.
over and I pull open the door.
And you see a very sweaty, nervous, frazzled-looking Captain Cortain, and he says, "Get up! Get up! The boat is on fire!
Oh!
What?
Oh,
It's
no.
in the water,
Damn it.
though.
Hurry!" And then he goes running down the stairs.
Oh, I wake everybody up and then chase after.
Ah! What?
The boat's on fire.
Why?
I don't know.
Boat! Trebbiano just fucking
Yeah.
cranks it.
Excellent, excellent. So you're all rushing to the wharf to go see
Yeah.
the boat. You rush
Never
over
seen
to outside towards the wharf, and indeed you can see the bell. You see smoke rising up off of it. You can see some slight licks of flames, and you can see Captain Cortain and his crew grabbing buckets and dipping them into the river and trying to form a bucket chain to put out the fire on the boat.
My gosh, this is bad.
I stay in the room.
Bruno, you stay at the tavern.
I stay
Okay.
in our room and I hide out in one of the corners still.
Okay,
I join the bucket chain to
excellent.
help.
Yeah.
Treviano as well. Yeffy.
I clap in disapproval.
Yeah, I'll help out with the buckets.
Okay, so 3 of you rush over to help with the buckets. Indigo, you were on watch.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm going to say you're probably in your full gear.
Yeah.
Still wearing your armor.
Yeah.
What is your armor class?
4.
Excellent. As you get in line and you're hoisting up buckets and you're trying to help with this bucket brigade to put out the fire, there is a thud next to you. You look over at the side of the boat that you're fairly close to, and you see a quivering crossbow bolt sticking out of it.
Ugh!
What do you do?
I've been shot at. I look around the opposite direction that the
Excellent.
arrow is pointing
Roll
to see
me
where
an
it's coming
intelligence test.
from. 9.
You don't see the assailant or any indication of him, but what you do see is when you look straight across the other way, you can see, or a straight line from where the arrow is sticking. As you look over there, you can see you're looking maybe 2 buildings away from the tavern where you were staying, and you can see in the flickering light of the fire the sign hanging in front of it, which appears to have a large picture of a trumpet on it.
How's the fire doing?
Not great. It's starting to spread. It definitely looks like you notice that the smoke coming off it is kind of a greasy black smoke. So it looks like something more than just wood has caught, and the group is furiously trying to put it out.
In the middle, I'll keep bucketing, keeping an eye on the trumpet, and I'll tell the Treviano and Yeffy, I think I've just been shot at.
Get the hell out of here!
What? Well, the boat's on fire.
Get in the water! I don't care about the boat!
I'm gonna go.
How dare you!
You fix the boat. I'll go get that
I
guy.
care about the boat, Triviano. Just calm down. The boat's beautiful. But it's a goner! And I don't want Indigo to be a goner.
I hate being shot at. I just.
Know where it came from?
Thunk!
The
Another
trumpet.
arrow
Whoa!
slams into the boat right near Indigo as the 2 of you are having a talk. Indigo, roll me an intelligence test.
8. Slightly
You're
worse.
fairly certain it came from the direction of the trumpet, but you
All right, that's
still
it. This
don't
is-
see
I
the
gotta-
person firing.
yeah.
That's that guy's stuff up.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna drop the bucket, or I'm gonna pass the bucket off that I'm holding, and then I'm gonna just charge at the trumpet,
Excellent.
pulling my sword.
Excellent.
Zigzag, zigzag, Indigo.
Yeah.
Yeffy,
Serpentine.
what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm coming with him.
You're going with him. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Treviano?
I look at them. I look at the boat. I look at them. I look at the boat. I scream, "Captain, tip the boat! It will put out the flames!" And then I run away. I run to go and help
He
Indigo.
says, but it's a barge and it's laden with cargo. How would I do that?
Oh, Triviano doesn't know how to sail a barge. He thinks all ships are the same.
Excellent. Bruno.
It's a
Roll me an
barge.
intelligence test, Bruno.
I got both my daggers out here.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence
Ready.
test, though.
All
I would
right,
like
I'm
an
just
intelligence test.
18.
Okay, great. So you are kind of nervously. Wait, are you actually in the room of the hotel? Okay.
This is clearly a trick so that someone can break into our room. I think it was a reasonable line of thought to go down.
Okay. you can hear that you got an 18 on your int check.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can hear some shouts coming from outside. You can hear Indigo's voice and Yeffy's voice arguing about something you're not sure what.
Can I look out the window can I see the boat from our window?
No, you cannot. Are you willing to leave the room?
Do I have the key?
I will say yes, since everyone else left. Yes, you have the key.
Okay, I leave and I lock the door behind it.
Okay.
Behind me.
Okay. You head out just as you see your three friends racing over to the building 2 doors down from you.
Hey, where are you guys going?
Indigo, you
Yes.
reach the front door of this tavern. What do you do?
Is it open?
It's not like no, it's not open. It's closed.
Okay. So I didn't see where the shots were coming from specifically, just in this direction.
Correct. Yeah.
I look up. Is there a window on this side of the building?
On the front of the building, yeah.
Yeah.
There are 2 dormers on the second floor that look out over onto the wharf.
Great. I will open the door. I'll just open the door normally
Okay.
and walk in.
You open the door and walk in. Okay. Oh, just noticing some comments about echo. Okay, well, we'll look at it later. So, you open up the door. Yeffy and Trebbiano behind you. Bruno's a couple doors down. You push into you can see the sort of dark common room of the tavern. You can see the stairway leading up. As you push open the door, you hear a voice cry out, "Now!" And a couple of guys jump out from hiding behind a table. Roll me an initiative die, Indigo. Roll me a d6. Oh, it does look like we've lost Fury on the call. Hopefully she's able to make it back. Christian, did you... Now I am hearing nothing. Oh dear. Oh, internet. What has happened? Can you guys hear me? I'm seeing nods, but strangely hearing nothing. Have I turned something off? Or has Slack just completely given up on us?
Thanks, don't you have a sign, a technical difficulty sign? Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know what you're talking about, it's fine.
Huh. Okay. I think maybe that has solved it. Can somebody talk? Nope, not solving it. I think, unfortunately, the problem is that the audio feed was coming through Fury's line there.
Man, this paper
about that?
is looking. I don't know what happened.
Hello.
Hello? Can you hear us?
Nope, still hearing nothing. Not good.
That's what happened in the inn of the
I
trumpet.
know. Ooh, cliffhanger here.
I like how
There we go.
technical difficulties is stained.
Okay,
That's
I can hear you guys. I hope
Oh,
that
great.
folks on
Hey.
the call can hear you. It's possible only I couldn't hear you there. I'm not sure. So apologies, everyone. But yeah, I had the audio feed coming via Fury's line. So when we lost her, yeah. Anyway, so we have a few moments left. So let's try and wrap this up. When Christian, I was asking you, so Indigo pushed open the door, looked into the darkened tavern, heard a shout of "Now!" and saw a couple of guys jump up from behind a table near the door. Christian, did you roll a d6 for me?
I did, and
what did you get?
1.
You got a 1.
Yes.
They realize that they've kind of jumped the gun a little bit. However, they quickly rush towards the door. You can see there are 3 of them. Tough-looking guys holding cudgels. Only 2 of them are actually able to fit in the doorway, but 2 of them push forward and swing their cudgels at you.
Ah.
Oh, and now here's Fury back, and that's probably going to get us echo until I turn her audio back off.
Yeah.
Hi, Fury.
Oh, sorry about that. My internet died.
Yeah, you took the audio with you, which was super fun. So
Sorry.
excellent.
Also the love.
Christian, one of them actually manages to connect his club, slamming into your shoulder for 1 point of damage.
Oh,
Wait, what?
that was my favorite point.
Yeah, he entered into a doorway. We're going into the trumpet, and a bunch of guys came from outside, from in the tavern. Went, get him! With their cudgels, and now
They took our
attacking him.
fucking strategy, is what you're telling me.
They
Did it much, yeah. They really
Much better than
implemented
us.
it much better,
You have
yeah.
to plan quieter next time, you guys.
Indigo, what do you do?
I stab this guy.
Okay.
I attack him with
Go
my
for it.
sword. I got, Oh, my weapon skill should actually be 1 higher. 11.
Your blade just drags across the leather jerkin he's wearing and scrapes it up, but doesn't connect through. You don't cut into him. But he definitely seems surprised. Yeffy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna scramble in between Indigo's legs to try to get behind these guys, like on the opposite side, and then stab.
Roll me an agility test. Let's see if you can wriggle your way between the legs and into the tavern.
Cool. I rolled an 8.
You roll an 8. Okay, so you spend the round trying to squirm and worm your way. Was that with your contortionist bonus?
That was not. No.
Okay.
Because contortionist, the skill just says you're able to fit and squeeze into tight shots. It doesn't say plus anything.
Yeah, I think that applies here. So I'm gonna give you your level as a bonus to this.
Yeah, I'd call this a pretty tight spot.
Yeah.
So then that's a 9.
You're not level 2? I thought you were level 2.
Oh, I am level 2. Aha!
Excellent. Okay, so you manage to just barely, you contort yourself, get your body to just push through between the legs of the assailants. You spring up behind them, and you realize that there were, in fact, 3 men in this room. They all rushed Indigo in the doorway. Only 2 of them were able to reach it. The third one was standing back there, trying to look for an opening, and then jumps back in alarm as you come rolling through.
Ah,
You stab him?
Rise! Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, make an attack.
That is a sneak attack?
Yeah.
If I hit, right?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. He was not expecting anybody to come sliding through between legs.
I rolled a 20.
Ooh,
I rolled a
excellent.
19 plus
Yep.
1. So.
Okay. Yes.
Nice.
You have successfully sneak attacked to this guy. He goes jumping back. You jab your what are you attacking with here?
I have a small dagger.
A small dagger. So you pull out your dagger and you shiv him right in the ribs. How much damage do you do?
No idea. I am so sorry. I didn't think Debbie would ever actually get to stab anyone like this. To be honest. I know sneak attack does double. I'm sorry, guys. Gosh.
You're fine. Everything's fine. We're gonna be
I
fine.
think I do 2d6. These are kind of crazy.
Through worse. Wait, 3d6?
No, 2. I said 2, woman.
Oh God, sorry.
Thing. I
I
don't
was
know. I
worried for a second there.
don't have the rules up in front of me. anyone else have the rules in front? I'm so sorry,
Yep,
everyone.
I gotcha. So are you looking for, let's see, sneak attack? You deal double damage when attacking from an unseen location, so that is correct. The only thing is if you are fighting with a dagger and not a hand weapon, is it a hand weapon or is it a dagger?
Dagger.
Dagger only does a d4, not a d6.
Oh.
But you'll do 2d4.
No.
That's a 3 on 1. And then I drop my die. God damn it.
Those
Why?
metal dice, they plummet.
And a 3, so 6.
6 points of damage. You jam your dagger straight into the ribs, right in the little seam of his leather jerkin. He gasps, oh, and then collapses on the floor in front of him.
Nice.
Bruno, you are back at the other tavern, having seen your group just rush, and you hear the tussle happening in the doorway of the Trumpet, just 2 doors down from where you are.
Oh, a tussle. I better go not do anything over there. I run over in that direction.
Okay.
I don't know how long it takes me to go that far.
You run and you join the back of the group, where right where next to Trebbiano and Indigo. Trebbiano, are you getting in the doorway as well?
Sure, I
Okay.
blacked out for a second, but I think I'm just gonna run in.
Okay. Then Bruno, I'm going to say you arrive just behind those two and find yourself kind of blocked from getting through the doorway by those
Well, hey, these guys stole our plan.
I know!
two.
Can I-
Trebbiano, what are you doing?
Okay.
Am I being attacked?
So Indigo rushed into the doorway and got attacked by multiple people.
I'd like to attack one of those.
You can do that. So you muscle
Let's-
in. You and Indigo are kind of now shoulder to shoulder blocking this doorway, and you
As we
can
know,
hear Bruno
muscling
coming
is-
up, running up behind you, and you swing your anchor
Let me see
at
if I
one of the
can-
men standing in the doorway.
Yeah, that's a 7.
That is a miss, unfortunately. So you swing your anchor. It's a little crowded right here in the doorway, and it clacks into the slams into the into the lintel of the door. Thunk. The man ducks to the side and ready to swing his cudgel at you.
Oh, a
which he
cudgel!
does right
I
now.
love those.
That's right now. What is your armor class there, Trebbiano? I keep asking you these questions. I have your character sheets here. Just look.
My armor class is 8.
Excellent. He connects. He slams into you with his cudgel for 3 points of damage.
That's how many wounds I have.
You're at 0.
Here I go. Cudgels are not my strong suit, I guess.
Oh.
We roll me a
Hard counter
D8
to
and
maritime
percentile
themed
dice, please.
humans. Ugh. Here we go, guys. Trebby could die. Come on, Trebo.
No.
5? Is it a 90 or a 60? It's a 90. So,
9-0?
9-6.
9-6. That's the face. Oh.
Oh.
Oh no!
His cudgel slams into your face. Blood splatters in all directions, and Trebbiano falls to the ground and rapidly starts bleeding there on the ground. Large pool of blood forming from what was previously Trebbiano's face. The second assailant tries to slam his cudgel into Indigo, but
Sorry, just moving on from that? That's fine.
yeah, that's all you get, Trebbiano,
Okay.
for the moment. This one catches you on the side, Indigo, but it just kind of clunks into your heavy chain armor and doesn't do anything bad. Bruno, what's your armor class?
What?
What's your armor class, Bruno?
Nobody can attack me. 9.
9. Excellent.
How is it worse than mine?
Well, I'm not allowed to wear any armor.
Bruno, from the second story window, a crossbow bolt flies down at you.
What? Does anyone hear that whistling? Oh! And misses. Narrow.
And it strikes you for 2 points of damage.
Oh! Oh, this is what pain is like. Oh, no.
Indigo, what do you do?
Oh,
I want to
my God.
try to push these guys forward. So maybe Bruno can get. Well,
Oh!
maybe inside is a bad idea. I'm just gonna try to cut down one of these guys in front of me.
Okay, great.
I
Give me
feel
an attack.
confident in my killing abilities this time. Aha! Natural 20.
Excellent. Excellent. Give me some damage.
Your damage is 7.
Yeah, you cut one of them down, and if you want, you can rush into the tavern itself now.
I do so.
Okay, you cut one of them down and you run him over and run into the tavern. Yeffy, what are you doing?
The one that just smashed in my friend's face.
Yes.
Is he facing me?
He's not. He's facing out, attacking.
Jumping on his back and I'm stabbing the hell out of him.
Excellent. Give me the attack.
That is a 14.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, I did it again. Is it sneak attack again?
Yes.
Or is that one of the one? Okay. I'm doing actually good job, guys. I don't know why I put my dice away.
Chances of me getting hit in the face.
Okay, here we go.
Colleen, if you haven't
Really
noticed,
slick
we need
I'm
dice in
looking at
this
now.
game.
Hi, thank you. I
Yeah.
roll. I got 4 damage.
Which is
I rolled a
enough.
1.
You slam,
Oh.
you
Nice.
jump onto his back, you drive the dagger repeatedly into his back, and he collapses into a heap in front of you, and you just keep stabbing and stabbing. Bruno, there are now several bodies lying bleeding on the ground, including Trebbiano, from a really terrible, smashed-in face. Also, someone is firing crossbow bolts at you from upstairs. What do you do?
Oh, I have to heroically power through the pain. Oh, I'm making a big show of it. I run up.
Fucking hate you, Bruno.
I run up and try to assess Trebbiano's horrible face.
Trebbiano's face is brutally maimed and rapidly losing blood, and you think if you don't do something about it very soon, he's going to die.
Oh, I try to do something about it very soon.
Okay. All right. You start snatching up bits of clothing. You take your own shirt off, and you ball it up, and you jam it into Trebbiano's face to try and stop the bleeding. Trebbiano is bleeding. Everyone downstairs is dead. That leaves that guy. Okay. Indigo, what do you do?
I rush up the stairs to try to get this asshole who's been shooting at us.
Excellent. As you go rushing up the stairs, you enter into a hallway. You can see a long hall with several doors off of it. You can see some of the doors have opened a crack and faces peer out into the hallway to see what is going on. But also you can see the dark form of a man, short, broad-shouldered, carrying a crossbow, rushing down the hallway in the other direction.
Ah! Dude, stop that man!
You shout, "Stop that
Solve
man,"
this,
and
then.
rush down the hallway. Yeffy, what are you doing?
Yeah!
Yeah, the corpse is definitely a corpse.
I'm gonna go try to go upstairs to help Indigo.
Okay, you go rushing up the stairs as well. Bruno, what are you doing? Continuing to deal with Trebbiano?
Yeah, can I stop have I staunched the bleeding in any way, or?
You think holding your shirt up against Trebbiano's face is helping?
Okay. I'm not strangling you. Don't worry. Trebbiano, if you can hear me,
Am I
I'm
conscious?
saving you.
Upstairs, Indigo, the man spins at the end of the hallway, points his crossbow at you and fires, and the bolt goes wide and clatters down the hallway. What are you doing, Indigo?
I'm gonna hit him.
Excellent. You rush into him with your sword drawn high.
Yeah. 10?
10 is not a hit. He dodges to the side, dropping his crossbow to the ground as he does so. Yeffy, what are you doing?
Well, I'm a dwarf, so I'm probably just getting up the stairs.
Okay, you are at the top of the stairs. I'm going to say you can even this round you can get partway down the hallway as you see these two wrestling at the end of the hall, and you pass many doors with curious faces peeking out. Indigo, he pulls a dagger from his belt and tries to jam it into your stomach. Oh, and he rolls a natural 1.
Nice.
It catches on the chain armor and just scrapes and clatters. Indigo, what do you do?
I'm gonna get him. The getting 15.
Yes, that is a hit.
Great. Instead of doing damage, I'm gonna use my new talent that I got at level 2, Strike to Stun,
Excellent.
to deal no damage and stun him instead.
What?
Excellent.
Oh shit!
Ow. What a reveal.
Excellent. He is stunned for the round. He is stunned for the round.
Yeah, I just check him in the face with my shield.
Yeffy, what are you doing?
Clock him in the nose.
I'm gonna run up there,
Mhm.
and is he on the ground, this guy who's stunned?
Yeah. He's been knocked back. He's not quite like laying on the ground. His back is up against a wall, and he's kind of barely. He's sort of in a low crouch and is just dazed. His head spinning.
Oh, is he still holding on to any weapons?
He's got a dagger in one hand.
I'm gonna get that dagger out of his hand, or knock it out of his hand, or get it out. Disarm him.
Are you just trying to grab it, or trying to strike it with your dagger, or?
I'll strike his wrist or his arm so that he'll drop his dagger.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Sure. Why is this so complicated? Ooh, I rolled a 17, so it's an 18. I'm rolling really well for all of these combats. What's going on? Remember when I rolled a 0 on my intelligence earlier?
Yeah. You jam. You nick his wrist with your dagger. But he manages to hang onto his weapon. Unfortunately, you know that some individuals are skilled at disarming their opponents. And do not have that particular skill, and he seems to have the wherewithal to tighten his grip around his dagger, even though he starts to bleed a bit from the wrist. And I'll give him give me some damage from your dagger. Give me your normal dagger damage.
Normal dagger damage. It's kind of why do I keep putting my dice away? Okay.
Do we need dice?
I rolled a 4.
Excellent. He grunts in pain.
I cut him a little too much.
Indigo, what are you doing?
I want to grab him, and I just want to like tackle him and pin him to the ground. And I want to like just start shouting at him like, "Why are you trying to kill us?"
Roll me an attack roll, please.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, Senchu.
14.
Yeah. Okay, so you grab him and you pin him to the ground and you shout at him, "Why are you? What is it? Why are you
trying to kill us?"
I think it's beyond trying at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, are you doing anything?
I'm just like doing backup. Yeah! Maybe I'll try to take his doublet off. See if he has one of those tattoos. Yeah! Tell us what you know! There's a lot of hair!
Okay. Oh, Jesus. I can't read that. He says, "'Cause you deserve to die! And he jams his dagger. He tries to shove his dagger up under your chin, Christian.
Ah!
And he rolls a natural 20.
Oh!
You take 2 points of damage.
Man.
As his dagger scrapes across your jawline and draws a bead of blood running from your ear down to your chin. But he's clearly just, if he had had the leverage or something that could have been a fatal blow. Indigo, what do you do?
I wanna hit him in the face until he falls unconscious.
You can try to do that. No guarantees.
Great, that's
You-
fine. If he dies, he dies.
Hitting him in the face
If he
with your
dies,
fist.
Dies.
With the pommel of my sword.
The pommel of your sword. Excellent. Give me an attack roll.
6.
That's, you reach up with your hand and you slam it down, and he dodges his head to the side just in time, and you slam your hand and the pommel of your sword into the wall behind him. Yeffy, what are you doing?
I will stab him.
Okay.
Good call.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
We were gonna look for tattoos, but it's the heat of the moment. That's more like it, Yeffy. I rolled a 9.
But
Guys!
You got very excited for that 9.
actually, because he is held in place by Indigo and not really paying any attention to you, I'm going to give you the full attack from hidden bonus of +4, which gets you to a 13, which is exactly enough to hit it.
Oh my god.
Wow.
This is a sneak attack. He knows I'm coming.
It
Right?
counts. It counts, actually.
counts?
Because Indigo's
roll-
got him held like this, it counts as a sneak attack.
So I just rolled 4 on my first die,
Excellent. Excellent.
and I rolled 4 on my second die. I did 8
wow.
points of damage.
Excellent.
Wow.
You jam the dagger right up under his ribs into some vital organ, where his eyes suddenly shoot wide open. He gasps and he says, "No, it wasn't supposed to." And then he slumps dead in your arms, Indigo.
Ugh.
Sorry,
And
I'm
that,
really angry.
my
I'm in a
friends,
dark place.
is where we will end the game tonight.
Dude, get out of town.
We don't even know what's gonna happen to Trib.
Wow.
He's fine.
What a cliffhanger.
Alright, brief question.
Yes.
If I were to die, would that count as fulfilling my doomed characteristic?
We'll discuss the details. I'll discuss the details with you right after this, Fury, and we will let everyone know next week. Hope to see you all then. Good night, everybody.
Aye.
Right.